Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam. Good morning. Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Thursday, January 26, 2023. We are a little bit tired this morning. We had the state of the city with the mayor's office last night. Yesterday was a interesting day for me personally. But we are here this morning to actually follow up on one of the things that the mayor mentioned last evening. Was the Boston Fire Department Cadet Program that she mentioned. We're going to get some more details about that. And also the civil service exam that is coming up in October. And I believe if I have the process right, from that exam, they pull for firefighters. And it's funny, I learned something this morning from my guest. I've been saying fire person because I don't believe we say firemen anymore, because women are fighting fires and doing wonderful things as police and EMTs and all of that, doctors. And so I heard my guest say earlier, firefighter. And so thank you for that. I'll need to go and update my post later. I was saying fire person, so we weren't saying firemen, but the firefighters pulled from the results of that test. And there's there are videos I'll post later for you all to watch that are interested. But without further ado, because I know time is precious, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and hit share and also tag some young people, maybe some middle-aged people that ever express interest about being a firefighter or looking for a career change post-pandemic and what's going on with the economy. So go ahead and hit that share button and invite some folks in. And I would like to present to some and introduce to others this brother that I've known for some years, and he'll tell us a little bit about where he used to be and where he is now. And he is the diversity recruitment officer. Hear me what I said, diversity recruitment. There's not an extra word in there, but he'll talk about that later. Brother Michael Gaskins, welcome to the Java Cafe. Good to see you in the room this morning, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. We were talking about Mike is in his own right. He does some production stuff and whatnot. And so you see there, that's the old Snowball. And it is, listen, that says something because it's a crisp, clear sound. But we also, you mentioned that you got the Shure as well. So you definitely hold it down, brother.
Yes, sir.
On the production end. So introduce yourself, man. Tell us a little bit about you and then how you kind of landed in these roles. Because you kind of doing a little bit at the fire department. From what I'm familiar with, you did a little bit at the police department, or you can clarify. But let us know, introduce yourself, and welcome, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, and congratulations on the show. I think you're a tremendous resource for our community, and I really appreciate the opportunity to share. I always say I'll share with one, I'll share with 100. So,
yes, sir.
Anytime you need me to come in and then kind of share about what we're doing, I'm happy to do that. Michael Gaskins, I'm the diversity recruitment officer for the Boston Fire Department. You'll excuse me because I might say Boston Police at some point because it was very much a part of what I did prior. But I was there for a number of years. I started here with Boston Fire and recruitment in March of 2022. So it's just been hasn't even been a year yet, and I'm here to we're excited about the launch of the Cadet Program. Legislation was passed. And it's similar to what Boston Police was doing for the past several years, but we recently launched. So I'm responsible for the recruitment of sworn personnel, which are firefighters, cadets, and then of course I'll represent the department for civilian opportunities as well. I'm a civilian employee with the city of Boston, so I work with the agency directly, and again, recruitment of sworn personnel, firefighters, cadets, and civilians, essentially.
So go ahead.
To Boston. Prior to coming over here, I was with Boston Police in a similar capacity, where I was the diversity recruitment officer and promotional administrator. So I oversaw recruitment in the same way, and then the management and oversight of promotional exams internally within the department. So I had a great opportunity to help to
We got a
some of the
little
recruitment opportunities with
we had a little pause there, brother. Sorry. Say that part again, and it froze a little bit.
My expert. Yep, it's okay. So I was able to programming and or
You good? I think we got you back.
okay.
Yeah.
I was able to. Yep, I'm good. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I understand. Yep, in the land of Zoom and Google Meet, I got you. But with my years of experience with Boston Police, it afforded me a great opportunity to come over here and really be able to launch this particular program.
Okay. It's and also there's some friends of yours in here, Thaddeus Miles, Java family, and my lead boss. Yeah, you're good now. Thaddeus Miles is in the building and said good morning to you. His lead Boston 2019 brother. And so, let me ask you this: as far as the police and the fire department, like, why do we have a diversity recruitment officer in either or? These, the police sort of, protect and serve, and firefighters fight fires. Why is there even a need for a diversity recruitment officer?
Well, I think, the world believes if you put diversity in the title, that it's going to solve a lot of things. I think it helps because people understand what the strategic initiative is and should be. And so it's really just a recruitment officer. These positions, both with BFD and BPD, were created in 2017 under the Walsh administration. Commissioner, the BPD Commissioner Evans at the time, and Finn here were both in agreement with saying, okay, you know what, we need to make sure that there's a position. There weren't really a whole lot of positions that were responsible for just the recruitment. What their approach, and I think that both agencies' approach were maybe about 5 or 6 months prior to an exam, we'll fly our communities and start to go into barbershops and try to get people interested in these types of opportunities. So both agencies budgeted for and hired professionals to recruit, and because it's a 365-day job. It's not as though you're just going to start recruiting, just a few months before, because these processes take time. You need to prepare, and quite frankly, you might have to take the exams more than once. And so BPD was I got a great opportunity to be over there to serve kind of as a resource. And I was there for 5 years, and it gave me an opportunity to really look at the full cycle of recruitment, and then to touch on the retention part of it, working with affinity groups like Mamleo, who does a tremendous job, Jago Boston, which is a Latino law enforcement officers of Boston. They do an exceptional job, especially in the pre-academy training. But it really gives an opportunity to have an imprint. And I'll talk a little bit about some of the successes we had there, and then of course some things that we're looking to do here with Boston Fire.
Absolutely. Maybe start in reverse. Like, what have you? I know you made some great accomplishments in the police department. What have you been able to achieve in the fire department so far as that recruitment piece and getting out there and outreach? Familiar with both Lego and Manlio as well. Actually, Lego is supposed to be coming on very soon, because they want to make sure that they offer what they have to get people to prepare, make sure it's out there as well. So this awareness piece is definitely important.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we're excited Now, in terms of what we've accomplished in a short amount of time, we've had 4 women that just graduated our most recent academy, and that's more women in one class than since early 2004, I believe. There are some challenges with civil service in terms of what your applicant pool might look like, and so that's really where we have to encourage people to take the exam, of course, but also giving them an understanding that right now, civil service, we have a veterans preference, a disabled veterans preference, and it could be very difficult from that profession and coming over to these agencies in order to be reached on those eligible lists. Not so much with BPD. So that's where I think people aren't taking an exam. And if they're interested in public safety, they can go over to BPD and really have a great opportunity to get on that eligible list and be reachable. With Boston Fire, now there's a tremendous opportunity through the Cadet Program for anyone from Boston really to apply, get on as a cadet, work for 2 years, and now be appointed to a class after you pass the civil service exam. So it's a great opportunity for us to reach underrepresented, historically fire department, and more balance to classes, to academies.
All right, Mike, we probably are going to have to do one or two things. One, pump it out on the Facebook page. But as you said, in this time of Zoom and all this other stuff, tech is not working in our favor this morning. And so there's a couple of things that are spotty and we can't hear. And I want to make sure that folks hear. And so I did put the flyer up. This is, folks, take a screenshot of this. And I'm going to put the link actually up as a banner as well. But the Boston Fire Cadet Program for ages 18 to 25, City of Boston resident, 3 years minimum of being a resident here in the city of Boston. You have to have a high school diploma or equivalent certification, a mass driver's license, and be a U.S. naturalized citizen or permanent resident. And I'm going to put the link in the banner right now for those, or in the comments rather, for those that want to hyperlink directly to that. But Mike, what when you said women, how have you seen an increase, or is there a target, or are you encouraging women to apply for this as well? We got a huge delay, y'all. Mike, can you hear me?
Yep, I taught a little bit of that, but so hopefully I got most of that. Yeah, I can hear you now, but
Mike, hold on. We got what I call the.
I'm going to try to repeat your question, and then you can tell me what has.
We have the little T-Pain thing going on right now.
Is that correct?
I think I heard you. We have a lot of a little tech issue going on, but what I asked was the importance of women applying and participating in the cadet program or getting ready for the civil service exam as well in October. How important is that?
Going back and forth with plays, but
Mike, let's do this. Why don't you because it's important to get this information out. Why don't you try to sign out and sign back in and see if that fixes the connection? And I'll still be here. If you log off and then click that link, log back in, that might do it. Sorry, everybody. This happens often. And then if you know the city buildings, they tend to be thick concrete. And so we're going to have him log back in just to see, because again, the mayor mentioned this last night. And so we want to make sure the information gets out bright and early for those that are considering being firefighters, not firemen, firefighters. And so we're going to try to get him to come back in so we can hear him clearly, and make sure you guys have the information. All right. I got the brother back. Let's see if we're good. Brother Mike. I think, can you hear me, brother?
A little bit of buffering.
I know. I was telling the folks that if you're on Wi-Fi in a city building that is thick with concrete, this may be the issue, brother.
Well, I got my Surface Pro, so that's why I was like, I didn't
go. Oh, that's all good. While it's doing okay, where can folks call to get the information? I'm going to put the website information up as well, but where can folks call to get the information or get more details about the cadet program? I think we are really
okay. I can hear you. Yeah. So it's tough, but if you want me to just try to continue.
Yeah, just go ahead and continue and I'll shut up. Give the
and
phone
again,
number.
I apologize. Okay. Yep. So the best way to reach me is my email, Michael, MICHAEL.Gaskins, GASKINS @boston.gov. You can also go to join Boston Fire at boston.gov. Our website is boston.gov/. And we've updated our website to include information on the cadet program, as well as if you click on the cadet program, there's an information section that we've provided for you. That gives you a complete rundown of the process and the program. And really, we launched the program. We launched the job posting last week. The deadline is coming up on February 3rd. Now, we'll do it again probably next year around this time as well. But we've already received over 125 or so applications. So we're in the midst of interviewing. But we would encourage anyone that has interest and that meets the eligibility to certainly apply. My goal is to interview everyone that has applied. One thing that's important, and I want to send a reminder out to folks, if you apply, you'd want to don't submit a resume. It delays of being able to say, okay, this person qualifies and is able to come in and have opportunity.
Okay. Michael, I don't know which end it's on. I'll go ahead and we got the important information out that we did meet the goal today. Here is the flyer and the information, everyone. And I'm going to still determine to put in the comments, but it's hard to do it and show the flyer. But I'll figure that out once we go to pay some bills when Brother Mike exits. But here is the information also to contact him if you had some questions about anything you heard him say this morning. Here is his email address. It's MICHAEL.Gaskins, GASKINS @boston.gov. And also, if you did not hear him say, there is a deadline of February 3rd, which is next Friday. So if you're interested or know somebody that's interested, please have them reach out to Mike ASAP. I'm just going to check in the comments here to see if, Thaddeus is in here talking, Mike, about the old school Kung Fu movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll make sure we put the links up. And then, Mike, we can definitely have you come back as needed to get this information out to the community about everything that you guys are doing there to make sure that that there's a diverse group of recruitments going into these classes.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. And I think, when you asked me before about the connections, do I have a little bit more time? I want to touch on a couple of things that we did for BPD, especially as it relates to the increase of women having access and interest in becoming police officers. I worked in, yeah.
Mike, it's
Retired
still,
Superintendent Lisa Holmes was over there at the time, and
yep.
essentially we put together. Still okay.
Yeah, it's still buffering bad. That let's schedule
Yeah.
you to come back and have you talk about that, and we can redo this. We can. I think there's one day
Okay.
even next week. And because we got a little bit of the information out, but I think there's some time left to at least do another push before the 3rd. And so as soon as I get done today, I'll circle with the team. We'll find out which day next week works, and we'll have you come back.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much. And again, shout out to Thaddeus over there, good brother. Lead Boston is a tremendous program for over there, YW Boston. So I met a great connections over there and great family over there as well.
Absolutely. All right, brother. I will have you come back next week.
Thank you very much. All right.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you, Mike. Hey everyone, we're sorry about that. Thaddeus, we were I thought about that. Thaddeus said it's like a bad kung fu movie. I ain't messing with him. You all don't understand. And I was sitting here going, this has just been an interesting week of tech for me. But anyway, Thaddeus, I would have him call in, but then it's not set up for a phone call right now. So we're going to have him come back next week and get that together. But the main thing that we wanted to get out there is this information that they are hiring the Boston Fire Cadet Program. Again, you have to be age 18 through 25, City of Boston resident for a minimum of 3 years, have a high school diploma or equivalent certificate, a Massachusetts driver's license, U.S. naturalized citizen or permanent resident status. And you can go to boston.gov-career center, boston.gov/career center to get more information. And also the phone number, the email address to reach Michael directly is michaelgaskins@boston.gov. He did mention that there is a deadline of next Friday, February 3rd, 2023. So if you are interested, please email him and get in touch with him. Today's Thursday. Today's my Friday. We are going to have Michael back next week. And also on Wednesday, we're going to have our mayor with us. She did a wonderful job at the State of the City last night. A lot of what she announced was very interesting as far as the BRA, BPDA, and the new advisory board, and they're going to be making the decisions. And I'm sitting there like everybody in my section was sitting on the edge of their seats like, wait, what? What is going on right now? So she talked about the cadet program. And it was really, I think with so much that's going on and has went on in our world, in our country, and in our city, it was good last night to just be with some folks I used to work with from the Menino administration, also community folks. It was basically a packed house, and it was a good speech. I think they're going to put a transcript out of it, but go check it out. It's on the City of Boston's website. A lot of the stuff that the mayor talked about on the campaign is taking a while, but she's working on it. And a lot of there's an executive order she's putting out today. I forgot exactly what that one, because she dropped like 5 or 6 things that she's doing like this week or coming soon. And I was like, okay. So that was a wonderful time. Put pictures up. There was a lot of folks there that you guys know and see out in the community. I think that is it for me this morning. Again, tech is a very interesting thing, but we, want to have Brother Mike back to come and talk about that and talk about the diversity and recruitment. Asia, I saw you up there last night. Lots to hold folks accountable over the next 10 years. We all were, Asia. It really was. Good morning, Jane. Good to see you in the room. We need a new pick. Yes, ma'am. And you had on red last night. I don't know how we missed it. It was good to see my brother as well. I see you a lot, but it was good to see my brother as well last night. Connie said Mayor Wu was very encouraging to the city, very much. He was a civic hero. I didn't get to, did you take a picture? I didn't see, I think some people, because when I went out at the end, some of where they had the signs up, some of the people took theirs. So if he has his, that's fine, but send me a picture of his. Shout out to him for doing that. Our brother Heath, getting it done. Long-time committed person to the Boston Centers for Youth and Families and Young People. All right, folks, that's it for me. We will see you on Monday at 9 a.m. with Dr. Brandy, January 30th. I may bring Brother Mike back on Tuesday. I just got to check the schedule. Misha, good morning and good night, because we're getting ready to go. He didn't get a plaque. Okay. Well, I'm glad he was one of the civic heroes. And let me see if Tech is going to work with me this morning. Probably not, because I'm just showing a little plug. But I got a little feature. Where is it at? You know what? I don't know what goes on with this. You all have a wonderful weekend. But I got a little feature in the mayor's. They did a video last night, presentation. And at the very end, I got a little feature right before they ended. So shout out to everybody that's a part of the Java fam. We got featured in the mayor's State of the City address. All right, folks. That's it for me. Yeah, see ya. I saw it too. I was like, wow. I'm recording and let out a big old oh. I'm like, oh, that's going to get picked up in the video, which is not coming up on my computer here. Anyway, I'm getting off of here. We will see you guys on Monday at 9 a.m. Have a great weekend. I'm trying to think. No shortcut the video show today. No shortcut the show today. Listen, I got to get ready to get out of here because I do have an 11 that I got to get down to in the South End. That is it for me, folks. Y'all are coming in chatting now. I'm getting ready to go. I will see you guys on Monday at 9 a.m. This weekend, I'm not aware of anything major. Boys and Girls Club Awards are tonight. I'll let you guys know what's going on there later. And Auntie said the info about WGBH. I'm waiting on WGBH, Auntie Java. I have a meeting next week. The folks there that are brought this idea to the attention of GBH are working through just some of the logistics and just some things, you know. So I'm just letting them do what they do as the folks that know that place and the business. And as soon as I get a good update, I'll let you guys know. Better Tech next week. Thank you, Sharon. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to go, and we will see you on Monday at 9 a.m. Have a great weekend, everybody. And it was something I saw in the news this morning that I wanted to mention to you all. I can't remember what it is, but we'll see you on Monday morning at 9 a.m. All right, folks, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for dealing with a couple of the tech issues this week, especially today. And we'll see you Monday morning at 9 a.m.